Okay, at the Pentagon.
We going to the Pentagon? Okay.
Yes. I worked for a lady named Miss Colleen McAvoy. And the lady at that time, you could smoke in the building.
In the Pentagon?
In the Pentagon.
Cigarettes?
And my job mostly was going and picking up files. They had a big old warehouse, man. It was huge. And, they would write their file that they was looking for on a piece of paper, and I would go in there and I would give it to the people. Sometimes they would tell me to get it because they had those ladders that you could push, on the with the little wheels on them at the top, and they said, well, that file is up there. You got to go get it. I'm not going up there getting it, especially if it was a woman working in the Pentagon, or working in the file room. So that was my job mostly, but I got to see Lyndon Johnson. I worked for MISD, Assistant Vice Chief of Staff, and it was an all right job. I used to pass out all the checks. Okay.
Now, let me ask you a question. Why you ain't still one of them checks? Because I know they were big.
I got a few of them.
Oh, Pentagon. See,
in the Pentagon.
They can't come. Hold on. What's that law called where they can't come back? It's too late. They can't come back and arrest Bobby. It's over. You know what I'm saying? You got. Well, Bobby stole some of y'all Pentagon checks. It's over.
Expired.
Yeah, it's expired.
Yeah. But at that time, you could go they had a bank in there. And I would take, Miss McAvoy would tell me to take her check up there, get it cashed, and they put the money back in the envelope. I would do that for her, And there was checks sometime that was left. And I would go up there and get this check cashed, man, and going on home.
You are brave. I ain't stealing no check for nobody who work in the Pentagon. They gonna bury you under the jail. So let's go back into the other story. I know we switched gears a little bit. So now you got shot in the butt.
Yeah.
You're in the hospital.
Right.
They're about to put you in surgery. Why are they taking? You said the bullet went through. Why are you going to surgery?
Well, I was told that there might be some gangrene on the bullet.
Okay.
And the bullet that would kill me eventually. And so they did exploratory surgery on me. And guy was putting this thing over my nose, taking it off, putting this thing on my nose, taking it off. And finally, I was out. Next thing I woke up, I had IVs in both arms. I had a hole in my chest. And I was just laying there and I'm looking around and, man, what the hell happened? What did y'all do to me, And I'm in the ICU. And the guy next to me had been shot. He had a shotgun wound or something also. So
shotgun?
We talked for a minute. I'm not sure what he did, but he was in very bad shape, And I talked to him, and next thing I know, all the lights started going out, Lights started flickering. It was a code blue. At this time, I'm not aware of what code blue is, And the code blue was for the guy next to me.
I'm very aware of what code blue means, and it ain't fun.
Right. So they pulled the curtains, and doctors went in there. All these people went in there. Then they just came out one by one. And I said, is he all right? She said, no, we lost him. I said, you did what? She said, we lost him. I said, that guy's dead? She said, yeah. I said, oh my God.
That's tough.
And that made me start thinking about me.
So now you like, I got gangrene everywhere. I'm about to go.
I got to stop this BS, man, because this is serious. This is not a joke,
I know you're in the hospital. Right. I know they did surgery, but I know they didn't just let you go home. You just robbed the pharmacy.
No, they didn't let me go home.
So where did they send you after you was healed?
Well, let me say this. I stayed in ICU for about 5 to 6 days.
Okay.
The best lady that worked in there was a lady named Miss Smith at night.
Okay.
She would come in there and she'd say, you in pain? I said, yeah. And she give me a shot of Dermarol.
Oh, she had you tweaking.
Oh, man. She was great.
Hold on. Name the drug again. Name it again. What's the drug?
Demerol.
Oh, let's get it.
Yes.
So you was in paradise.
Yes.
You thought you was free.
Oh, man. She was the best, man. But them nurses in the daytime, man, they were mean, man.
Yeah.
So after 3 days or 4 days, they told me, you got to get up and start walking. And I'm like, my leg's not feeling right, And you know how your muscles kind of retract when you lay down and you don't get up and move your legs? So they took me to x-ray and they said, there's nothing wrong with his legs, This nurse put me in a wheelchair, black nurse. She put me in a wheelchair and she told the guard that he's going to walk. Sure enough, I tried to stand up and walk. I fell down. I fell down and I'm crawling up the wall to try to get up again. You think she helped me?
Nope.
No.
You a convict at this point to her.
And finally, at last, man, this white nurse put me back into the wheelchair, So they left me alone for a few days, And I started doing exercise, stretching my legs and stuff like that from the bed. And after about two or 3 days of doing that, I started walking. I was walking with a limp. They wouldn't give me a crutch or nothing, And so after I think I was in the hospital for maybe 3 weeks. My brother Raymond came to see me. He told me that my apartment, because I had an apartment now, I had a roommate, this guy named Artis Farrington. Those cats broke into my apartment and beat him up, put him in the hospital. He was in the hospital, I'm not sure where, but yeah, they beat him up pretty bad,
And robbed you.
And robbed me.